Mira, latino. Y es latino, mira. Y es latino, mira. Déjelo. No le ponga la mano. Déjelo. Mira, latino. No respeta la raza, mira. No respeta la raza, no le da vergüenza. No le da vergüenza y es latino. Sacar el nopal que tiene, bro. Me da vergüenza sacar ese man, you know. Déjalo, vámonos ya,
This has been a theme.
How old are you now?
I'm 20.
When you tell your friends back home, like, I'm joining Border Patrol, are some, like, surprised?
Yes, they're kind of like, wow, you're starting pretty young, or how do you feel about arresting your own kind?
Within the Latino community in the United States of America.
But all I know is that stuff like that you're impeding our investigation.
I don't know what you just said. I don't speak Spanish.
I'm not speaking Spanish.
I just heard your Spanish accent. I don't know what you said. You're speaking entirely too fast. I don't really want to engage with you, honestly.
Just me.
I'm just letting you know I'm here.
Because these people are literally rounding up their own.
¿Tienes identificación?
Por la cara que tengo latino, ¿va?
¿No? ¿Qué es su nombre?
Ahorita te voy a la
¿Esa
identificación.
es su troca?
¿Sí?
¿Es su troca?
Claro.
Ivan.
Sí.
Ivan. ¿Es de El Salvador, usted?
Aquí está la identificación. ¿Por qué me estás tocando el carro? Te voy a la identificación.
Bueno, ya te di el nombre, ya te di toda la información.
Aquí está la información, ¿verdad?
Ok.
Pucha, pero ustedes lo agarran a uno porque somos latinos, man.
Ya te corrí las placas.
¿Y cuál es el problema? Si me corriste la placa, ¿sabes? La información ahí, ¿no?
Sí,
bueno, entonces, ¿por qué me paras?
Many are speaking out.
There are so many Latinos who work for ICE. So first off, Latinos make up about 18% of the overall US population, but when it comes to enforcement agencies and even the military, Latinos are overrepresented. So even though Latinos make up just 8% of the overall federal workforce, Latinos make up 30% of all ICE agents and over 50% of all Border Patrol officers. And in El Paso, that number jumps up to 78%. According to the research conducted by Dr. Cortez, a lot of it has to do with income and also survival. The uniform that people believe brings respect is their version of an American dream because they, somewhere in their mind, believe that they can make a difference in these institutions, even though that may not be the case. And they do acknowledge that there's a lot of gray area between the mandates that come from above and what they wish they would be able to do. They really do believe, a lot of these folks really do believe that immigrants are safer because of their presence there. So how exactly is it that you can exist in two worlds and not betray one or the other?
Including my fellow Chicagoan, Dr. Esther.
Don't ever think people can't be bought. That is a mutually beneficial relationship for both parties. They wasn't born here. They're being overlooked because of the fact that they've signed up to do ICE. They saw $50K and thought that was something because they probably never even had $50K before. I'll let you know right now that ain't gonna last long. They don't give a shit about the Latinos that are here. They're just looking out for their own self. Y'all are punk asses, and on behalf of the Puerto Ricans, we denounce you are not true Latinos. You are just fucking fake, colonized punks that are desperate. No different than the Cubans down in Florida that voted for Trump. The Puerto Ricans in New York don't agree. So please do not put us all in the same category. All right? Y'all down there desperate as hell. You ain't got a pot to piss in. I get it. You ain't got a pot to piss in. But you were bought. All right? So you ain't... None of yous will see this. But just know it ain't everybody. I will repeat. The Puerto Ricans from New York, don't put us in that category.
TikTok user Sarita Ruiz.
I honestly don't understand how can be like so many Hispanic ICE agents. Bro, imagine myself traveling across the world just to come for another country to have a better life. And just to find out that something that came out of my testicles, out of my balls, the people that are like me. I'll be damned if that ever happened, bro. I kid you no, bro. I'd rather cut my ball sacks before that ever happens. Because what the f***? The only reason why you're privileged enough to be an American citizen is because another immigrant came to this country for a better life. So I don't get why you really do something like that.
This dude put it plainly for all to hear and see.
Had you come over here for deportation, you aquí for come. ¿Y tú para qué chingados me andas tratando de hablar en inglés si luego se te nota la pinche cara de nopal? Pinche culero.
As well as George Vasquez. So I'm going to break this down very, very quickly. Okay. When you have the emperors, what they need are pawns. And we have seen how the police don't protect the public. They protect capital. They protect the top 1%. We even saw the response after one company CEO was killed, right? They don't care about the marginalized. They don't care about the oppressed. They don't care about people who are not in a very high off tax bracket. And police departments, the origin of them were slave catchers. We are seeing this play out with DHS, CBP, ICE, many others. They are putting forth their best effort to continue on with fascism because they benefit from it. They signed up for it. They are the pawns in Stephen Miller, Donald Trump, Peter Thiel, JD Vance, Alex Karp, etc.'s long game. This is what they want. This is what they're trying to do. The saddest part about this is that not only are so many drinking the Kool-Aid from that second video where that dude said they didn't come in the right way, so they're not my kind. They are your kind, brother. They are your kind. And utilizing people who look like them to deport them is sadistic in my eyes. Truly. I have seen stuff like that, rhetoric coming from these agents, and then I also saw a similar kind of rhetoric coming from a black ICE agent who was yelling at a protester, community member, activist, etc. And then I saw another ICE agent say to someone on camera that they are essentially trying to limit the vote of blue states so they would then turn red. These guys are drinking the Kool-Aid, man. And the saddest part about it is they didn't read that contract. They didn't. So not only are the midterms really important, but we've also seen how Trump and others want to try and steal it. And they are trying to steal it. It's because there are two humongous things that could come out and change. The first is DHS could get limited funding if there are more progressive, leftist, socialist Dems being put into office. And we are already seeing this take place in different counties. The second is the Epstein files are potentially going to come out. And there is a much greater chance that they will come out if there is this humongous swing to the left, which I think could happen. So, in closing, these people are pawns, and they thought that they would just take the paycheck, when in reality, because they didn't read the contract, they will not get paid. They have to go on for 5 years from when they sign it. If the Dems win the midterms, that could potentially end. And these people were just doing it for the thrill of it, which I don't doubt many were.